toilets now! I won't be ordered around. You'll do as you're told! No, I destroy your power.
The entire office went silent the moment she walked in. She was dressed simply. No flashy jewelry, no executive badge, just a calm expression and a clipboard in her hand. The regional managers barely looked at her before one of them snapped, "You there, the bathrooms are a mess. Clean the toilets, or you're done here." A few employees exchanged uncomfortable glances. One even smirked. She didn't argue. She didn't raise her voice. She simply asked, "Are you sure that's what you want me to do?" The manager rolled his eyes. "You're new. Don't start. Scrub the toilets or lose your job." What they didn't know was that this wasn't a new hire. This was the woman who had quietly purchased a controlling stake in the company 2 months ago. She had built tech startups from the ground up. She had flipped failing businesses into multi-million-dollar success stories. And after hearing repeated complaints about discrimination and toxic leadership inside this company, she decided to see it for herself. Undercover. Back in the office, the manager tossed a mop toward her feet. Clocks ticking. She calmly set the clipboard down on the nearest desk. Then she pulled out her phone. Within seconds, the glass doors opened. 3 board members stepped inside, and suddenly the smirks disappeared. The manager's face drained of color as one of the board members walked directly to her and said, "Ma'am, we're ready for the meeting." The room froze. The same woman they had just ordered to scrub toilets turned slowly toward the managers. Her posture shifted. Her presence filled the room. "I won't be cleaning bathrooms today," she said evenly, "but we will be cleaning house." One employee gasped. She picked up the clipboard again. "For weeks, I've observed intimidation, RAF policy violations, and blatant disrespect towards staff, including today." The manager tried to interrupt. "There's been a misunderstanding." "No," she replied calmly. "There hasn't." She signaled to the board members. "Effective immediately, you're suspended pending a full HR investigation." The silence was suffocating. The employees who had been afraid to speak up suddenly looked like they could breathe again. One woman in the back had tears in her eyes. The manager who had thrown the mop stammered, "You can't do this." She looked him directly in the eye. "I can. I'm the majority owner, and as of this morning, the acting CEO." The words hit harder than any shout ever could. Minutes ago, they believed they held all the power. Now their authority was gone. She turned to the rest of the staff. "This company will not tolerate discrimination, humiliation, or abuse of power. If you work hard and treat people with respect, you belong here. If you don't, you won't." For the first time all morning, the room felt different, lighter, safer. As security escorted the managers out, the woman who had been ordered to scrub toilets picked up the mop one last time, not to clean. She handed it to facility staff with a polite smile. Then she walked straight into the executive conference room. Power isn't always loud. Sometimes it walks in quietly, waits, and then changes everything. And in that office, no one would ever underestimate her again.